All right. It is
July 5th, 2024. We're on the Ultimate World Cruise, and today we're in the port of Cannes, France. And for those of you that probably most of you know, that Cannes is the location of the film festival that happens, I think, every year. And it's a tender port. You can see this is the view from our balcony on Serenade as we docked. Cannes is definitely the playground of the rich and famous. And everywhere you go, there's pictures of movie stars and whatnot. That other ship out there that you can see, that cruise ship, is a German ship. I think it's Mein Ship 5. So there are only two large uh, cruises in port today. Now, keep an eye on this one. This ship belongs to a Russian multi-million, or billionaire actually. It's a $250 million boat by the name of Anna. And you're going to see this ship again tomorrow, this yacht. Tomorrow, it followed us to the port of Nice overnight. So it's a beautiful ship named Anna. And the reason we know some of these names and prices is because our friend Mark Dunlap did some research after he found the names, was able to find the ownership and, in some cases, the lease rate or the selling price of these yachts. And they are beautiful. So, as part of our itinerary today, our goal was to go get some e-bikes. We rented some e-bikes and a tour guide, and we took a ride along that beach that you see there, the coastline from left to right, out to that point that you can see on the very right-hand side. So that was our plan for the day. And this picture you see here is our ride into the tender port. This ship was parked right next to the tender port. It was for sale for $65 million, and it rents for about $520,000 a week. So if any of you feel like taking a nice vacation in Cannes, you'll get a cough up a little over $500,000 if you want to rent that one, lease it. Anyway, here we are. We've arrived at the tender port, and we're going to hop off, go into town. And fortunately, the place where we were going to rent the e-bikes was right across the street from the harbor. So as we waited for our appointment with a guide for our e-bike tour, I took a walk along the pier, the dock, to show you. I'm interested in yachts, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm going to show you some of these beautiful yachts these folks have in the harbor here. And I checked at the rental office for the yachts. There's 80 some yachts available for lease or rent in Cannes as of today. These yachts are from many different countries. You can tell by the flags, by the names. Some of them have the port, the original home port on them. But yeah, you could enjoy a week or two on any one of these, I think. The water looked beautiful and clear here. I think it's around 70. I didn't check the water temperature, but generally it would be around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That one's got a toy carrier in the back with a, looks like a Sea-Doo tucked in there. So these ones in the port were nothing compared to the ones that were out in the harbor anchored, which wouldn't fit in the port. how the rich and the famous spend their time in caves. All right, so this is right across the street from the dock there where you see all those yachts. This is the public beach, one of many in Cairns. It's beautiful, nice soft sand, and you can see how beautiful and clear the water is. Definitely a place you'd like to go to the beach. Later on in the afternoon, this beach was completely packed. So this is early in the morning. It's before 10 o'clock. Informs me the correct pronunciation is Cans, not Cairns, so Cons. Sorry, Cons. Anyway, so we took off on our bike ride, and in the morning, as we headed out, we rode along the beach, as I mentioned before, and we had a nice bike path, so we were not mixed up with traffic. And it was really quite a pleasant ride. We had e-bikes, and of course we're along the coast here, so it's flat so far. The first half of the bike ride was really flat, and so very easy. But it kind of reminds me of riding along Ocean Avenue in Santa Monica. It's kind of the vibe that it gives. And then there's places to exercise on the beach, like Muscle Beach in Venice, and, only these are a little more upscale here. And then you pass various beaches along the way, which are like the first one that I showed you, are beautiful. There you can see the seas out there kind of on the right hand side. Great ship out there. These are all public beaches here. I imagine there are some that are not, but the ones we passed by at least were. Now our next stop was out on a point out by those islands to the left. There's some kind of a beach club or something out here that looked like it was pretty posh, upscale. Here we are out on this point, and we stopped. There's two islands out there you can see, and apparently there's some good snorkeling and diving out past those islands, either on the islands, the other side of them, or past them. There were a bunch of windsurfers, sail kites and stuff over on the left side of this point, because the wind was up a little bit, and there was probably 20 or 30 of them out there kite surfing. So, in our next stop on this ride was up a real steep hill up on top of the mountain. Unfortunately, the trees are obstructing the view, but it's quite a panoramic view from up on top of the mountain looking down at the beach. You can kind of look between the trees there. A little difficult to see. Sorry for the poor resolution, but it was beautiful up there. We enjoyed the bike ride greatly, notwithstanding the 2 accidents that happened as part of our party. Traveled through the downtown heavy traffic. Anyway, stay tuned tomorrow for Nice, France. And we'll bring you some more fun video.